The Andrew Zarian Show is sponsored by Hover.com. Go to gfq.hover.com and get 10% off your entire purchase. FreshBooks. FreshBooks is an easy-to-use online invoicing service that saves you time, gets you paid faster, and makes you look professional. Get started completely for free at FreshBooks.com. And by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook by going to audiblepodcast.com/GFQ.
Got it. Okay. So, for the not-so-serious drinker, there is a new vodka line out that is producing marshmellow vodka.
I've had this, actually.
I've heard about that.
Yes.
I've had the marshmallow vodka.
How is it?
Phenomenal.
Tasty?
Yep.
Would
Excellent.
you mix it with cocoa?
I would just drink it by itself.
Would you mix it with hot cocoa?
Yes,
Ooh,
you
that
would.
sounds
It's-
good.
That sounds like a good idea, though.
That sounds really good.
It's marshmallow,
Yeah.
and there's another one that's
We
like,
should do that.
what's
Cream.
the other one? Whipped cream,
Whipped
right?
cream.
Whipped
Yeah.
cream is the other one. That would also probably
I'd probably go with the marshmallow.
Yeah,
one,
it's delicious.
Oh, so I could have my rum and cocoa, except instead of rum, it'd be vodka and cocoa?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
We didn't have, I haven't tried that one, but at Christmas, my aunt had birthday cake vodka, which was beyond delicious. It tasted like funfetti cake.
Who's making the marshmallow? I forgot. I think it's Smirnoff, right?
Smirnoff.
Yeah,
Smirnoff,
that's the one I had.
So is it
Delish?
Oh, phenomenal.
Did you do a
Yeah.
shot or a mix?
I just kept drinking it.
Oh, just right out the bottle?
Yeah, the cake one too.
It's
you
so
you don't
good, you
need
can
to
just
mix
drink
it with anything. It tastes like cake. It tastes like you're drinking cake.
I just don't know if I could drink cake.
It
Yeah, but it
was
always
so delicious. Like everybody was drinking it, and it was delicious. My grandfather was in love with it.
But it always still has that like vodka taste to it.
Nope, tasted like cake.
Okay. All right.
With
fine.
rubbing alcohol.
Who was it
inside.
that said they had like bacon vodka?
Oh, I've heard of
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's
That
awful.
That doesn't sound
Somebody
very good.
here on
It's
the
awful.
show.
Does not sound appealing.
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not at all. I'm going to be honest. You could have it in the morning, I guess. That's
What, the bacon? Yeah.
Bacon,
Yeah,
Bacon
mix
and
it-
eggs.
you could have,
guess.
like eggs and just vodka.
Why would you
bacon.
make
Egg vodka
bacon
would be
fake?
interesting.
What would you
Yeah,
make
like
I
with
have
it?
no
eggnog is like
I have
vodka,
no
right?
idea.
Is there vodka in eggnog?
No, it's
No.
whiskey.
No, it's
Whiskey.
Is it whiskey? I thought
Yeah.
it was. I thought it was
And
Bourbon.
spices and such. I think you
the
can
stuff
do
he
it with
puts in
bourbon.
cocoa. What's it called?
Rum.
Rum.
I thought it was made
Sometimes
with rum.
it's made with rum. Sometimes it's made with whiskey or bourbon. Depends on the recipe.
I absolutely hate eggnog.
I like it,
Never
but
had
it's so
it.
fattening.
It's disgusting.
Because there's egg in it, right?
No.
No, there's no.
No, it's
egg.
just a
There's no
clever
egg?
name.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know,
We
just
have
no egg-
we have eggnog flavored like chocolate covered almonds that
and
you
it's
can try.
you want to
It
taste the
tastes
awfulness?
like it tastes exactly like eggnog.
no idea. No.
Oh, is
no,
that
no.
that jammy? The jammies that are
Yeah.
over there.
That
wanna
looks,
try
those
it?
looks awful. Those I was looking at those.
They look like lima
rocks.
beans. Yeah, they look like.
They're chocolate covered almonds, but
awful.
the chocolate is eggnog flavored.
That looks disgusting. They look like they belong there.
It tastes like eggnog.
Yeah.
It's like the same color as.
For
the
those who
desk.
can't see, they're basically in a hidden corner.
Yeah, and
No,
it's
Yeah.
like
There's a reason why I put them there.
Yeah,
they're
it's
like camouflaged with the desk. Like you can't tell that it's like if you took them out, you wouldn't see them.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So a Boston student has been reunited with her $170,000 violin.
Ooh, what happened?
Well, she was on an airplane and she left it in the overhead. She forgot the
What's her name?
Dumbass.
She was on a bus. I'm sorry.
Does it say her name? Cindy Chan?
Muchin Heishish.
I knew
Close
it.
enough.
I knew it.
Andrew,
Ah.
You're
Look
gonna
at that.
start. You're
Look at
gonna
that.
start the race war of 2012.
pretty
You know
How did
that?
I know? How did I know?
Did she change it to Amy yet?
No.
Is
Or
she-
James?
Is it a guy or a girl?
Girl.
Yeah. Why can't she be called Lisa? That's a big
Or
comment.
Esther?
I don't know.
Esther's
The
big one.
176-year-old
Or
instrument
Jennifer.
was on loan to her from the Taiwanese Cultural Foundation and then was found by bus cleaners on
You
the
do
same
not
compartment.
mess with the Taiwanese
where
culture.
she left,
Like
yeah.
I borrowed a flute from them, and let me tell you, when I lost that, got a whipping of a lifetime. It was terrible.
And where'd they find it?
The flute,
They found
in me.
okay, enough said.
The flute in my petite.
Yeah,
Where did they find the violin?
I could
Where
play
she
hot
left it
cross
in the
buns
overhead.
really well.
What a dopey person.
She left it in the
How
overhead
do you
of the
forget
bus
that?
and then
What, the violin.
And why does she have a 170-year-old violin?
She was probably looking more importantly for her freedom, I'd imagine.
She's like, oh, look, I got a 170-year-old violin.
Mm.
Nobody gives a shit. It's okay.
Wait, 170 years old or 170,000?
How old was it?
Both.
170.
170.
Not 170,000.
How much was it worth?
Isn't that what
It
you
was the
said?
violin
Didn't you say
Jesus used.
170,000?
Yeah, the
It
first
was.
one.
I thought we just said this. $170,000.
Right.
Okay, yeah, not
Exactly.
170 years
How
old.
old was it?
It was 170 years old.
Yeah.
It was 176 years old.
So for every
For
year,
every year that it's been on Earth.
it's gotten $1,000.
$1,000.
That's
How come regular violins don't become like that?
You know they're made out of like
Special from the
cat gut and
Taiwanese
horsehair.
Cultural Center.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, the horsehair
Disgusting.
is used to make the bow.
Yeah, the bow.
Yeah.
And
Bro.
What about the cat? What does the cat gut used to make? The strings?
Yeah.
Me?
Dinner.
Dinner.
Oh. You know, I'm so tired from making these bows. I could use a little cat gut to hold me over.
All right, so new laws
Come
are
here,
set
kitty.
to go into effect on January 1st.
Yeah. Ooh.
What is this?
Woohoo. Everywhere.
What
Oh,
Um,
what is it? What did you?
New laws. Pay attention.
40,000 new laws were enacted in 2011, and according to the National Conference of State Legislators, New Year's Day is when they will go into act. So in New Hampshire, if you are a minor seeking an abortion, you will have to inform your parents.
Ooh.
Squeeze it out.
Oh, snap.
Squeeze it out. Or you will have to seek a court order to avoid parental notification.
That's rough.
Wow.
That is rough. Squeeze it out.
Forge a note from your saying, listen, my parents said it's okay.
How many 14-year-olds are getting abortions?
Thousands.
14.
You think a lot?
Girls.
Like
Think
you think
so.
a lot of them?
In New Hampshire?
Maybe.
I don't know.
All over.
I don't know.
I think all this is going to do is cause kids to travel over state lines to get abortions.
It's New Hampshire's
By the way,
not
if
that
I was
big.
if
Yeah,
I was
it's not
president,
Yeah.
if I
that
was
big.
president, we would play. In order to get an abortion, you would have to play abortion roulette.
You spin the bottle wheel.
Yeah.
Spin
Wheel.
the
Yeah, you spin the wheel.
Yeah.
You could either win
What
a
are the other
trip to
things that-
you could win a trip to Punta Cana,
Okay.
Oh.
get an abortion,
Yeah.
or you get aborted.
Or you get.
Oh.
That's
you have
the
to
only
inform
choice. That's the
your
only
parents?
choice.
Only 3.
That's a very. Wait. What are the options? Win a trip.
Win a trip to Punta Cana,
Yeah.
but you miss the abortion.
Yeah.
You get the abortion.
Yeah.
You
Probably get one down in Punta Cana.
you
It's really
could
cheap.
become aborted.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
a
die.
3. That's a 3.
Yeah.
There's no bankruptcy.
They kill you with a wire hanger.
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
And
They kill you with the wire hanger,
yeah.
or they just?
No, they kill you.
How does one get killed with a wire hanger? If I may?
Oh,
there are ways.
ways.
There are ways.
Yeah.
You chuck him.
Yeah.
You leave it on the stove for like half an hour. Like,
Is one of them kill the baby with the wire
No,
hanger? Like,
you,
pull the baby?
Coco, don't be
No,
ridiculous.
that's
That's
just
vulgar.
That's vulgar.
disgusting.
Yeah, but aborting like a 14-year-old human isn't.
Not at all.
Not at all. I could guarantee you
Totally
there are many
logical.
viewers of mine that would agree on aborting all 14-year-old girls and boys.
And
The worst type of people. 13 to 14. No, 12 to 14. The worst type of people.
I think Andrew
Tweens.
just wants to write a new
Tweens.
Bible.
tweens are the worst.
They are the worst.
I think
They're not even teens.
They should be sent to their own farm colony.
Yeah, they're just kept there.
Staten Island.
Just
To be converted to a farm colony for
Just
tweens.
trash and tweens,
Yeah, that's it.
or just trash.
Just both.
Call them trash.
North Korea declares Kim Jong Un as the country's new supreme leader.
He's
Nice.
a wussy-looking boy.
They don't
Yeah,
have any
he is.
modern pictures of them though. That's like the old. It's
No,
only
the
picture they
boy,
have.
the kid.
That's the only
Can't
picture they
take
have.
pictures of him.
No, I've seen him.
Oh, they have new pictures up.
Yeah.
Oh, they
He
took-
looks like a
He's
chubby.
my age.
really. He's 27.
Yeah,
He's
yeah. He looks like a fat 14-year-old.
Yeah, he
looks
looks
like
like,
a-
he's 10.
He looks
Good.
like a chubby Korean lesbian.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
He looks like a Korean Chaz Bono.
Yes, there you
Nice.
go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, he does.
I'm excited to
Exactly.
see what North Korea's up to. I'm
Yeah.
pumped for North Korea.
They're gonna get toilets.
Should be interesting.
Yeah. What if the
They
guy's
might
like,
listen. The guy might be great. They might get toilets.
the guy might be like, listen, hey, South Korea, what's up? Let's mend this thing. Let's stop
No,
the
that's not
nonsense
gonna
with the
happen.
38 parallel.
kind of great.
Yeah. What if he's down? What if he's down for a little unification?
What if he's
I don't
down?
think so.
Yeah.
I think he
That'd be
just wants to
wonderful.
Twitter and play Counter Strike.
Yeah, maybe-
An
maybe-
Angry Birds. I feel like he's an Angry Birds fan.
Maybe.
That would be great if he brought back Counter Strike.
Whoa,
like
how
that, though.
nasty would this be?
Diablo
Mhm.
3.
He rolls into South Korea,
Yeah.
enters the StarCraft competition,
Oh my god.
dominates,
Dominates,
like
okay.
dominates.
Yeah, the best in the world.
yeah, like gold across the
Yeah,
board.
becomes supreme leader of StarCraft.
yeah, and
Supreme.
and at that point,
He's still playing StarCraft 1 though.
yeah, and unifies all of Korea under
Based on StarCraft.
Based on StarCraft.
Yeah.
How amazing would that be?
Yeah.
That would
Protoss and Zergs
Yeah.
unite.
Yeah, he does the whole thing. Protoss, Zerg, and humans.
Yeah.
He's able to do them all. Brood Wars doesn't even mess with it, but if you want him to, he will, and
Yeah.
he'll beat you.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
And he won't.
He you know that's such a when he died, when Kim Jong Il died. By the way, last week I did how the world's supervillains are dying.
Yeah.
I left the biggest supervillain of them all out.
Who?
Gaddafi.
Yeah.
I didn't
Gaddafi.
mention Gaddafi. I don't know
That's
how I
right.
forgot. That guy is a supervillain.
Yeah.
I think because we were just trying to figure out why you said Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
He-
We were all
Steve
like
Jobs,
baffled.
supervillain.
Yeah.
No, Steve, you don't agree Steve Jobs, world
Absolutely.
I
supervillain?
agree. I
Absolutely
definitely
not.
agree.
Diabolical
I agree.
genius?
Absolutely not.
No.
I think so.
Absolutely. You know, I'll tell you this.
Yelled at a waitress.
When Steve Jobs when he passed away, right? I was like so like distraught.
Yeah, I was very upset too.
I was upset, right? And I was just like, I walked into my boss's office and I was just like, listen, I'm giving you my notice. And he's like, okay. He's like, how long? And I look at him and I'm like, 3 months. And he's like, 3 months? Who the hell gives a 3-month notice?
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, you know what? I'm not going to tell anybody about this. I'm going to keep this between us. And next week, I'm going to ask you how you really feel.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on right now. So a week later, he comes back. He sits in my cube. He's like, so still thinking about that 3-month notice there? I'm like, you know, I think we're going to have to take that off the table. He's like, yeah, it's all right. Nobody gives a 3-month notice. That's insane.
You're very courteous.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's like,
Listen,
3
I
months.
plan on leaving this place in about
4
8
years.
months.
Yeah.
4 years.
You know, yeah, like, listen, I'm going to be gone in 35
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Plan accordingly.
Yeah. Jess, what else?
All right, so the Samoans.
Yeah, it's my favorite type of people, by the way, in the world.
Yes.
Samoans.
December
Samosans?
30th.
You do not mess with Samoans.
Why not? the
Um,
Samosans.
The Samoans that
Mimosans?
produced
The Mimosans.
Yokozuna,
The Mimosans.
Yeah.
The Rock,
Okay.
every Samoan wrestler in the world.
Okay. You named all 2. All
Oh,
right.
no, there were a lot of
No,
Samoans.
they were the Samoans,
Chief,
the head shrinkers.
the head shrinkers. There you go.
Superfly Snuka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all related.
Yeah.
Samoa is an island you don't mess with. They're
Jerry the
gigantic.
King Lawler.
Yeah.
They're Jerry the King Lawler,
Hulk Hogan was a Samoan.
the Honky Tonk Man,
Yeah.
The Rock.
yeah, Kevin Nash,
Kane.
Regis
The-
Philbin.
Regis Philbin. I'm Samoan.
You know,
When did you
Andrew's
discover
like,
your roots as a Samoan, Regis?
I traveled to California
Yeah.
when I was 11.
What year was that?
1842.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
swam
From where?
Samoa.
So
I
that's
stopped in the Philippines.
that's the other way.
Married my wife.
What's your wife's name?
What's the wife's name?
Gelman.
My wife, Gelman. I married Gelman in the Philippines. It was 1936.
So Gelman's Filipino.
Is Gelman Filipino? I thought Gelman's a robot. He's a Filipino.
On the
robot.
way back,
Yeah.
we ran into Motley Crue and Tommy Lee.
What year was that?
And I filmed the sex tape. It was 1987. Pamela Anderson and I.
Yeah. A long swim.
Then the buildings fell.
What buildings?
The Empire State Building.
Never felt.
I was riding on a boat, and the boat sank. And Leonardo DiCaprio painted a beautiful nude picture of myself. I was a young woman at the time.
Wow. That is what was your name?
Then the iceberg showed up.
Yeah. Did the iceberg paint a picture of you?
The iceberg and I had a lovely evening. We had cat food.
Smashing evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else.
You know, it was funny though. After that show
Yes!
last week,
Yeah.
we're laying in bed and Andrew says, "What do you think it means that every person on the network thought I would have an affair with Regis? What do you think that means?" Because we all wrote the same answer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, honey. It's something.
We'll just let that one rest.
I was once a young man.
Yeah.
All right. So the Samoans, December 30th is a day that never existed on the island.
Gone.
And that the
Tomorrow does not
nation-
exist.
Tomorrow does not exist, and the nation will jump straight to December 31st, allowing there to actually be 2 New Year's Eves. So you can be on American Samoa. You can go there, which is an hour away, and you can have another New Year's Eve after you've already celebrated.
Well,
on
the
Long
reason
Island.
why they're doing that is because about
Improving
100
trade.
years ago, in order the Americans convinced Samoa to run on because you know that line. What's that line? The time
Prime
line?
Meridian.
The prime. It's not the prime meridian.
Let's just go with that.
The
though. It sounds
equator.
smart.
The other.
Equator.
Well, it splits the day.
The
so it becomes
horizontal line or
not
the vertical?
The vertical line.
Isn't that the prime meridian?
That's the primary.
Let's go with
The
that.
prime meridian does what?
It separates time.
Separates east from west.
Time and space.
I don't believe you.
Equator is north
Sounds
and south.
right.
No, it is not the prime meridian.
30
I think
35th
it's
parallel?
good.
It's the prime meridian.
That's
District
38th.
9.
District 8?
District 28.
It's the prime meridian.
The Greenwich Medium?
The Berlin Wall.
The Great Wall of China.
The Great Wall of China. Oh, wait.
The 35th parallel. It's not the 35th parallel.
Is it the Greenwich median?
No, whatever it is. It's that time. It separates, today and yesterday
Today and
East and
tomorrow.
west.
in the Pacific.
Okay.
And we convinced them because we were doing trade with them at the time, but now it doesn't make sense because all they do is trade with New Zealand and Australia and
Yeah.
Right.
on that side.
Yeah.
So it's better for them to do that.
Good.
I'm very
Good
upset
for
at
them.
that, though. We're losing another one.
Well,
All right, so a new study has said that red meat lovers have more kidney cancer than any other.
I have no kidneys.
19%.
What happened to them?
I ate them.
I have old man.
It was a
knees.
civil war
What side were you on?
Researchers found that middle-aged adults who ate more
on the
red
equator.
meat.
Because
Wait.
that's what the fight over the Civil War was.
The
We
equator.
all remember that, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The Civil War was the fight over the equator, and the moon and the sun are the same.
But the
At night, it loses its flames.
yes.
Robert Frost.
All right.
Robert Frost.
Researchers found that
E.
middle-aged
Cummings.
adults who ate more red meat were 19% more likely to be diagnosed with kidney cancer than those who ate less.
That's pretty rough. I guess don't eat red meat.
Yeah.
Do you guys eat a lot of red meat?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, not I.
I'm trying
Not-
to cut back on red meat.
Yeah.
And I've been cutting back because of her, but like my entire childhood was red meat.
I generally don't eat all that much
No?
red meat. Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a lot of I feel like meat in general. I feel like I need to start cutting back on because
Yeah.
the more and more that you hear about it, and the more
Just not
that
good
you
for
learn about it,
Yeah.
especially now,
I don't do
and
red
the way
meat
that
as often
America
either.
does meat,
Yeah.
Well, how do we do meat?
not good.
At McDonald's. That's what
No,
we
you're
do.
watching too many of those documentaries.
Not good.
I love those documentaries.
No, I
no,
can't.
but it. There are certain things to be said for
What things are to be
Meat.
said?
not good.
You know what I like to eat?
Nothing.
Kobe
Meat,
beef and
not good.
veal.
Veal.
Kobe
Ah.
beef and veal.
Oh my god.
Veal's
Veal
baby
is-
cow.
Yeah.
I like anything that's defenseless and tortured.
Defenseless. Oh my god. And on that note.
Defenseless.
So more cops died in Florida this year than any other state.
Yeah, well, I wonder. You know why? Because Florida is the worst place on the planet,
What's the worst
except for
county?
the Keys.
What's the worst county?
Broward. I hate Broward.
What were you in? Why were
I got arrested in Broward.
What were you doing, Regis?
I was panhandling
What were you panhandling for?
magazines. I was trying to sell the newspaper.
What year was this?
1436.
Did they even have the printing press at this?
Yeah.
It was
That was
Gutenberg.
that was before Columbus. So the ocean blue.
I landed here.
Say it. I can't hear you. What'd you say, Regis?
I was.
What'd you say, Regis?
I traveled here with Verrazano.
What?
With Verrazano, the bridge
Traveled
guy?
on the Verrazano?
You made the bridge?
Magellan and I.
Were you on the Nina, the Pinta? Or
I
the
was
Santa?
the Nina.
Oh, they rode you.
It was Lewis and Clark and Regis.
All right. Well, 14 out of the 173 cops killed this year were in Florida.
I was Joan of Arc.
In my
Adia.
five.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So Kim.
Florida, by the way, the crime is awful there.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
All that warm
Cops,
weather
by the way, if you watch
inspires
Cops,
you to kill.
Cops is the reason why Cops was so successful is because of Broward County.
Yes.
I have this crazy conspiracy that I think just because the show was so successful, they decided to let crime happen in Broward County.
You're telling me.
Always a guy in Confederate flag boxers
Yeah.
running shirtless high on PCP.
And Chivas
Greatest
Regal.
guy.
good
And
stuff.
Chivas in his hand. Yeah. Yeah.
My mentality, I've got a conspiracy theory for you. My conspiracy theory is John Walsh started kidnapping people
Yeah.
just because America's Most Wanted needed ratings.
No.
Does
sounds good.
that sound feasible?
Yeah.
Do you know why he kidnapped people?
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea why.
That was him taking off, by the way.
What? Yeah.
you
no.
heard you talking about it.
Yeah, John Walsh.
I don't think anybody else heard that.
What
No, the
a
car
The car
screeching
screeching
out.
I heard
away.
it.
Yeah.
I heard it.
He's
I
at-
meant
yeah.
the audience.
Most people don't know that
Oh.
John Walsh sleeps on the on the porch.
All right. So Kim Kardashian is hosting a New Year's Eve event in Las Vegas. Guess how much she's getting paid?
$2 million.
$1 million.
$600,000.
Jesus. Why? Why does anybody care to see her?
Just for an appearance at Tao.
A
A
Tao.
Tao.
Oh.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
Not even the good Tao.
Nope.
Bad Tao.
I love her.
My
Shit.
God.
Oh my God.
I base my whole business model on her. I am going to have the same kind of. We're gonna sell butts.
I'm gonna grow a giant ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
And then I'm gonna have sex with a lot of black guys on camera.
14 inches minimum.
Ashton Kutcher was also asked to do several parties, but he
He's too busy doing Nikon commercials.
yeah. And
Too
movies.
occupied.
Getting a payday from CBS.
Yeah, too busy.
Yeah, well,
You know what
he's busy.
the most amazing thing. Everybody's like, oh, poor Ashton. Him and Demi broke up.
Yeah.
Poor Ashton. I'm like, this guy
Mm.
got away with murder.
How so?
He was with Demi Moore, in my opinion, in her prime.
Yeah.
In her prime, she looked the best.
Yeah.
Was the good guy, was with her, was older woman
Yeah.
with her. His career exploded.
Yeah.
Mm.
He still looks good leaving the marriage, even though he was cheating on her.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he could bang anybody.
Yep.
He's a good-looking guy.
Good looking guy. He could get with anybody. And he's on one of the most successful TV shows of all time.
He aight.
And he invested well with his money.
A lot of great investments.
Tech
Yeah.
startups.
Yeah, smart guy.
Silicon.
This guy's a maid.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah. He's a modern day Regis Philbin.
Yeah, he is. That's
Yeah.
what I've heard. I can't wait till he's counting the ball drop.
You know who I want to take over for Regis?
Who?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes.
Really?
I love
Yeah, I
him.
want him
Is
to take
he-
over.
is
I'm a
he-
big fan of his.
He's on the list.
Is he a contender? He's a contender?
Yeah.
Who else is a contender?
A lot of useless people.
Such as?
He did Smurfs, kid. All right.
Yeah, all right. I'm down. I can get behind NPH.
Mark Consuelos was on the list
Mark-
also.
Yeah,
That's
I-
swarthy husband of hers.
I don't want her husband on there.
What's
It's
the
got- I
one?
think that's
the
what's
one
gonna
that's
happen.
married that used to be married to.
That's everybody in Hollywood.
Okay, his wife just had twins. Married to the one that John
Oh,
Stamos was
yeah,
married
yeah,
to.
yeah. The guy that John Stamos is
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell. There you go.
he's a
no.
contender.
I was gonna say
No.
John Stamos' husband.
I'm like Rebecca Romijn.
yeah,
I would not want Jerry O'Connell.
No.
I like him actually.
I like him, but I,
I
don't
wouldn't
want
him on
I
there.
wouldn't want
No,
him
I
either.
wouldn't watch it.
I wouldn't want Neil Patrick Harris either.
Really, who would you want?
Love him.
Huh. That's a tough question. You know what? I got it. Jerry.
Jerry
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Ugh, no.
What is the deal? What's
He's
the deal
boring.
with this morning coffee? Hey.
You know what?
Alright.
He could do it. He's in New York.
Yeah, he's in New York. He can't. You got nothing better to do. Jerry, I
Alright.
want. You know what? Jerry Sandusky. I want Sandusky to do.
Jerry Sandusky.
Yeah, I want him.
All right,
What's
so
he
the
gonna-
Irish government has set a ban on smacking kids.
what?
Smacking them where?
Outright smacking them at all.
Was it that big of an epidemic in Ireland?
Apparently.
Just
That's
smack
ridiculous.
kids left and right.
You can't. If you can't smack your own child in this world, what are we doing then?
Yeah.
I would. What, are you against that? For it? What's up?
Smacking them where?
In the
Like
face.
in the face?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they should be smacked in.
No, I think you should be entitled to smack your kid wherever the hell you feel like smacking.
I don't think you should be smacked in the face.
No. What if your kid is like acting up, like thoroughly acting?
You burn him.
You can't.
Throw acid in his face. He'll never do it again.
No, you can't. You can't smack them because then they learn that that's how you deal with problems.
So
when
you
you're
can
angry.
throw acid in their face, though.
Yeah.
That's okay too.
No, you can't smack your kids.
I
at
don't
all.
know, man. I don't know. I'm always on the fence with this.
You have to scare them. That's what it comes down to.
fear. You got to put the fear.
Yeah.
What
Like,
if-
wait till your father comes home.
yeah.
My father never hit me, but whenever my mother would say that, oh my God, it was
Yeah.
over.
Is that where your mind went though? Did you ever say your father's going to hit you?
No, I always thought my
You
father's
just
going to
assumed it.
I don't know what I assumed, but I always was
It's something
terrified.
bad.
Something
It's
bad.
the unknown. That's
My
what it
father
is.
once took the cable box because it wasn't working and took a sledgehammer to it outside and started screaming obscenities. So you never knew what was going to break.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. He took my Dr. Mario too and destroyed it.
I when my mom said wait till your father comes home, I would just stand there by the door and wait. Be like,
Just wait.
I'm very excited to see what he does. And in the meantime, I'd cause more trouble. Like, let's do this. Let's see how it goes. And when I got beat, it was bad. It was
You
pretty
were
rough.
hit by your parents?
Yeah, I was smacked. I was smacked around.
No, I was always a good kid, so.
No, I got smacked around because it was just like that. My parents were like, my mom never did. My mom only hit me once.
What else do we have, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right. A new FDA-approved hangover cure.
I've been waiting for this.
Okay.
Really? Is it that big of a problem? Do we need this?
Yes, it's a new pill called Blowfish,
Mm.
and it has been approved for a hangover cure. Basically, it's just caffeine and aspirin.
That's what I thought.
But I don't know why they're calling it Blowfish. Can't you just chug some espresso, take a couple aspirin, I guess? But this is in pill form. You take it the morning after when you're feeling hungover, and it's supposed to work.
Don't they have stuff like you take before you drink?
Yeah. Where it's supposed to be like it hydrates you excessively.
Yeah.
Well, nothing beats water though. Nothing's ever gonna beat.
Yeah, but the problem is who's going to sit there and drink water. I always, and Jess knows, whenever I would come to the bar, what would I always do? I would drink, and I would always have a water to chase
Glass
it.
of water, yeah.
Always. Glass
Yeah,
of water right after.
I think that if the best drinking I've ever done is where I've been every hour 1 tall glass of water somewhere in the mix.
Yeah. On a full stomach.
Yeah, on a full stomach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could, if I have a full stomach, I could sit down and pretty much drink an entire 24-pack. Does nothing to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't even budge me.
No water though, or
No, water too.
Yeah,
I mean,
water,
you
yeah,
would have
water.
water too, but it does nothing to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm perfectly fine.
But
I'm
you still want to
sober,
go to bed.
Still want to go to bed.
Yeah.
No, you know what? There are times, like, if I'm barbecuing, it's funny. Like, if I'm barbecuing, and I'm eating,
Yeah.
I could drink all day.
I've seen you more, in tune with stuff when you're barbecuing. When you're queuing, when queuing's involved with you, you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
You're
You've seen me drink.
Yeah, I've seen you drink. Yeah.
Pounding them.
Yeah. But when there's queue involved, you're ready to go all the time.
Yeah.
You can go for hours. What you got to do, Jess, if your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to create the barbecue mentality the day of New Year's. Maybe you should light some coal.
Perhaps I will.
You
Yeah.
guys should barbecue.
Maybe you should barbecue.
You should just
A
barbecue.
New Year's barbecue
Do
extravaganza.
not
said it's gonna
give
be
him
48, right?
ideas. Because he'll sit back there and be like, it's going to be a great New Year's. We'll take champagne in the backyard and do the fire pit and have meat.
Yeah, that sounds like a terrible.
That sounds like exactly what I would say.
That's exactly what he's going to say to me.
Yeah.
Tonight. All right. So a new study shows that overweight children never bonded with their mom.
Huh.
Makes sense.
An obese 8-year-old was taken from their mother on charges of neglect after the child ballooned up to over 200 pounds.
Oh, my God.
How old was
so
the kid
cute.
again?
8.
8. Is this the kid in Britain?
No, I think this is another kid.
Oh, all right. Because there was like some kid.
Yeah, the story where they did you bond with your mom when you were a kid, Coke? I'm not meaning it in a dick way. You have said you were heavy when you were a kid.
Yes.
Did you bond with your mother?
I think we know the answer
I
to
don't
this
think
one.
so.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
For
not
every year
particularly.
that this kid's been around, he has 25 pounds of weight on him.
How old is he?
8.
Oh, my
It's
God.
200 pounds.
Oh, my God.
That's crazy.
That's obscenely heavy,
That's
though.
I weigh 164 pounds.
Do you?
And I'm
We're the same weight? What's your waist? What size pants do you wear?
32.
Really? I wear 31.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm also 6'2".
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Your pants are also painted on.
I also
Yeah.
have to undo my button.
That's gross.
Yeah, you're not really then.
Yeah,
that
you're
Because
not
I
a
can't
31 at all. You're not a 31 at all. Yeah, technically I'm a 29.
I could say, yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
size 2 if I just tie it around my neck.
Actually,
Thanks for sharing that.
I'm actually a
stubble.
size 26 if I don't even zipper it up. I just pull the pants up.
Yeah.
And that's it. I just let it hang.
Yeah, dude.
That's gross.
I wear a loincloth.
Yeah.
No, but these are actually really tight pants, but I am a 31.
I don't believe it.
I
think
am.
You're 32.
I am.
To be honest.
But I wear really low-rise pants.
Your pants aren't buttoned. How
Yeah.
are you a 31?
Well, they are buttoned. I'm fine. I'm just sitting.
And what size are those in women?
These are actually 32.
Well, 53-year-old Jeremy Wade decided to go fishing, and he caught a 40-pound monster fish that ended up biting his balls.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's an excellent thing for.
The fish
To
bit his
happen.
balls?
Yeah.
How big was the fish?
40 pounds.
And how tight
Ooh.
were his pants?
Very.
What was his waist size?
32.
Oh. That's great. Lovely.
Yeah.
All right.
The bleeding was so severe he nearly died.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
intense.
Yeah, that's a bad thing. A ball injury?
Have you ever gotten a blood transfusion?
No.
Like it's
Is
normal.
that a common thing?
I don't know. I figured to ask.
Have you
I've
ever
never-
been blood?
I've never gotten a blood transfusion.
Yes and yes.
But you've been bled.
I've been bled, but I never got a blood
Yeah, you were bled.
transfusion. Yeah.
Okay. That would just be crazy if
That's
they put the
even
blood
stranger.
back in.
Yeah.
You had leeches on you.
We didn't have leeches.
How were you bled?
You just
With
cut
a
me open.
tube.
You know what I picture actually?
Yeah.
Honestly, and I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I picture you on a gurney
Yeah.
in like some village in like
No.
the jungle.
No.
In
Oh,
a
that's
hut.
exactly how I like in
Right?
a cave.
Yeah.
No, in a hut, and I imagine them holding you down, and you're like a kid, and they're putting leeches on you to bleed you out.
No.
Oh, see now in my mind, it's located in a really dungy gate like cave. It's all dark,
Yeah.
and he's laying out on like a stone, and he has his two arms out like two IVs, except for instead of liquids coming in, they're actually tubes coming out from his veins.
What am I, Prometheus over
that
here?
are
Just
like-
chained to the rock and they're just bleeding me out?
and they're taking all the blood out. Kind of like when you donate blood.
Yeah, they give you like a lazy
That's-
boy these days.
That's
Like
what
a
I was
chair.
thinking. No, stone.
A stone? They give you a giant stone. Roll in the stone. She wants to donate blood. No, it was like this. It was like a queen size bed.
Uh-huh.
I was on the edge of it,
Okay.
and they just cut me open and just let the sheets fill up.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was
Wow,
like
I thought I pictured it like by the sea.
yeah.
All right. Police
wasn't
were
funny.
involved in a deadly car crash with a teenager, and they were forced to admit that they were actually speeding during this car chase, 180 kilometers per hour.
Yes, that's what the rest of the world uses.
Yep.
Yeah, so
How
180
fast is 180 kilometers?
12
Like-
miles.
13 miles.
No, isn't that like not that much? Like 100 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Okay. Something like that, probably.
that.
40.
maybe
10.
Maybe it's half.
It's about
maybe?
13 miles an hour. So admission comes after high-tech new data from new technology proved that their original statements to police were wrong. That they had stated that they were not racing and that they were not going very fast, and knew the data.
Why?
had
They were
proven that
chasing
were.
this guy. They were chasing a teenager. You know what? He rightfully died. He deserved to die.
What's his problem? Like,
If you're
what?
running away from the cops and
Yeah.
you die, your family can't sue the police for chasing you. You deserve to die.
Well, I wouldn't go with deserve.
No, you
to
do.
die.
You do. You deserve to die.
No, I
I think that it's an unfortunate.
think-
No,
accident.
it's not an unfortunate accident. You know what's happening? You run away from the cops. You're speeding. You know what? You're going to crash the
I
fucking
think
car
you
and you're going to die.
I think you're speaking a little too harshly. I think maybe what
Yeah.
he's trying to get at was like, okay, the cops tried to pull him over and he sped. They followed him and
Yeah.
the kid crashed.
Yeah,
But it's not so much the cop's fault, but the kid's fault.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But he deserved to die. I don't feel bad for him. Another useless person off the face of the planet.
Just remember,
Works for me.
2012, Andrew, stop being such a dick.
Works for me.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit more bright and sunny.
Why?
Empathy?
Why?
Is it empathy?
Maybe.
By the way, I had to unbutton my pants again.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Imagine
surprise
You know,
me.
for Andrew, like the
Yeah.
cup is never like half full. It's always just empty.
It's just filled with
So
poison.
he meant the
empty.
cup in his pants. Like,
It's filled with eggnog covered almonds.
That's what it is.
In my pants.
All right,
Halfway
we have
though.
one last
it's half
story.
empty.
Oh.
Okay.
Aw. It's the
Oh, no
last
drum
story
roll?
of 2011, guys.
No drum roll.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Symbols.
A mentally ill woman hopped the fence at the LA Zoo just to pet the elephants.
You know what? Did she get stomped?
No.
I wish she did.
No, but she came to New York and went to see the girl with the dragon tattoo.
An unidentified
Um,
woman who was
Ow.
reportedly off her meds went into the elephant cage to check on them.
Ow.
A nice-mannered kid who witnessed
Was that in the book?
break-in.
Oh,
Was that
that's a little gruesome.
Ow.
Reportedly, before she went in, she said, "I'm going to pet the elephants now," and she did.
I'm going to go pet the elephants.
Mr. Elephant, can you read?
The LA Zoo had just spent $42 million on a snazzy new elephant sanctuary.
Pardon me, ghost kangaroo. I need to go pet these elephants. Dumbo is calling.
That's the story.
That's
Can
really-
you
Was
fly
she
with
arrested?
those ears?
Any plugs?
Oh yeah. Let's see. January 6th, the Rainy Night House, the comedy show. It'd be great to, of course, to see all you guys there. Spencer as well. I see you in the chat room. And the rest of the GFQ fam. What else do I got? I'm in the Laughing Skull Comedy Festival. It's on January 4th. I'll be putting a thing out on Facebook. I'll throw my Facebook up on there as well. And then I got the new canalaurora.com coming soon as well. So come and check that out as well.
Groovy.
Coco, any plugs?
Yeah, we got the free for all tomorrow night, don't we?
Yes.
And what's before that? Behind the counter?
No, they're not on.
Oh, they're not on
No.
tomorrow. Oh. All right, so I guess
Tech News Weekly tomorrow.
I guess I still got to come in tomorrow then, huh?
Yep.
No,
I'm
you
kidding.
don't need to. Joss, any plugs?
Professional Kids Entertainment. That's it.
What's the website?
BookYourKidsParty.com.
Thank you, Joss.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God. I can't breathe. I really can't breathe. That was the last show for the Angels Show for the year. I want to thank everybody for supporting us, tuning in, hanging
Yes,
out.
thank you all.
Thank you all. Go to our website, guysfromqueens.com. You could also go to stream at gfqlive.tv. Remember to subscribe to us on iTunes. Actually, I do want to say one thing before we wrap it up. We are on the front page of iTunes. They have featured the entire GFQ network with a GFQ banner on the front page of iTunes. So if you go to iTunes and podcasts, there we are.
I told my mom.
We're next to Kevin Smith and The Verge.
I told my mom
Nice.
about it.
Rock and roll.
I'm like, Ma, you know, the network that I work for is, you know, it's on the front cover of iTunes, you know, Apple. She's like, oh, that's nice. What is a GFQ?
What is a GOK?
And I'm like, Guys from Queens, you know, the network I've told you
Are
about.
you getting paid?
Yeah, several thousand times. She's like, oh, okay, okay. I'm like, okay.
That was it.
Yeah, she has no idea. You know what? If the one day my mom understands one of the things I do, I'll be very happy. Pretty sure she's just convinced,
Oh my
confused.
God.
Everything.
I really
Yeah,
can't breathe.
My parents don't even know I have a show.
Yeah, no clue.
Oh, what are you doing tonight? Oh, well, I got a show. Oh, you got a show tonight?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
it's Thursday.
it's every Thursday.
It's Thursday.
For the last
Oh,
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's almost 3, dude.
I know.
I
Yeah.
still don't know what I'm
All right,
doing.
guys. Have a great evening. And Happy New Year to everybody. See you
Yep.
in 2012 with a new
Yeah.
studio.
Hopefully
Good night,
we'll
everybody.
see some of you tomorrow night. Good night.